1:59 to play. Ohio State leads by 4. We're deep in the second half here in Los Angeles.
Well, I'll tell you what, besides utilizing excellent defense to create some separation, Ohio State, when they inbound this ball, they get an opportunity. They've got to work the ball to the point where they're going to make Arizona foul them. You know, they've lived off the foul line. That's helped them create the distance. And right now, Arizona has to come to them.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Arizona, you've got to move your feet and try to get a stop without fouling, obviously. You do not want to send the Buckeyes to the free throw line. Switch all these high pick and rolls and make Aaron Craft beat you from the outside.
Well, there's a double team right there looking to create some problems with the defense.
Ross has got it. 6 to shoot. On the move.
Oh, my goodness.
Quentin Ross, 14 points.
Exactly what he needed to do. Take it to the basket. High percentage shot. Force him to play you or let you go.
Ross has 11 of those 14 off there here in the second half, and a Craft foul.
How about the hang time for Quentin Ross here? You talked about, Lynn, taking the basketball to the hoop. Look at the hang time as the defender, Jarrett, comes over. Just goes right into the body of Jarrett for the reverse.
He actually missed one of those earlier, going straight to the basket, brought it down to his waist, and tried to put a little spin on it.
Still, if you're Sean Miller, you're not in a foul situation. If Lyons makes both of these free throws, you'll only be down 4 points. Still enough time to get a stop and a pretty good look and possession at the other end.
But I'm a little disappointed in Aaron Craft because Ohio State definitely not in a position where they needed to foul. They needed Arizona to continue to take time off the clock and try to work their offense instead of giving them an opportunity to put points on the board with no time elapsing.
Quentin Ross, who is a sophomore, didn't even play in the NCAA tournament last year. Here he is having a huge impact for the Buckeyes against 6th-seeded Arizona.
Well, on the floor now, you've got Sam Thompson, who is a 70% free throw shooter, and Smith Jr., who is 68%. Everyone else 75 or above for the Buckeyes.
Thompson looking. Craft. Foul. Wow. May have gone on Jordan Mays of Arizona.
And if it wasn't for Aaron Craft demonstrating some strength on the ball, this could have been Arizona's ball and an opportunity for a layup. Now watch here. He pulls that ball up strong and forces the foul.
I don't know, Lynn.
What a bad pass.
Not only a bad pass, but you don't put Craft in that position to catch the basketball with a defender on his hip and one in front of him.
Well, I think
very fortunate there.
Right. More than once, Aaron Craft has worn that S on his chest for this team. If I'm Thompson, I got to take a step back and look long.
Craft is a tough guy now, as we know that he's won the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. He was also a terrific football player and a 2-time first-team All-State quarterback, in addition to being a valedictorian.
Well, that was probably akin to, you know, fumbling the snap and having to go down and get it.
Right. He's dug out a lot of them. Lions. Arizona with no timeouts. 20 for Lions. 3-point game.
So what it also do with no timeouts, it doesn't allow Thad Matta to put in better free throw shooters. One possession game right here. If you're Sean Miller and the Wildcats, you need one stop to somewhat extend your season.
Buckeyes just used their second timeout. They've got one left, and they lead by 3.
This is my business.
I'm the owner and sole proprietor.
I only have one other employee, Chester.
It's a romantic notion. Be the boss, but you are alone.
Well, not technically alone.
I do have a lot of help, actually.
My UPS store.
I had this printed there.
Packing, posters.
I have a mailbox there.
Best thing, they're right down the street.
The owner's a friend.
I got the account.
My team.
Yes! Careful now.
Start promoting your business with the Small Business Toolkit from the UPS store.
Shot clock at 16, big clock at 43. Buckeyes with the ball and leading by 3.
Well, we saw last week in that Iowa State game, in a situation somewhat similar to this, with Aaron Kraft holding the basketball up top with that high screen and roll. Iowa State elected to switch and having a bigger defender on Kraft, and he just walked him down and shot down the three. What does Arizona have to do when Kraft's going to have the basketball in up top?
Well, at this point in time, you've got to be able to play some solid defense. Here's the double right here, trying to get the ball out of their hands, but you don't want to foul now. You got, a huge amount of time between the shot clock and the game clock. You make it stop here, you got an opportunity.
Three, Kraft inside. Johnson has the ball. Here comes Arizona, down by 3. The try by Lyons. And a foul. Count it. He'll go to the line.
It's all about taking the best available shot after a terrific defensive stand here on the fast break. Lyons goes hard. Now Ross says he didn't touch him.
Ross has played fantastic all game, but in a situation like that, you got to know time and score. With the Buckeyes up 3, you let Lyons go in for the land. 2 doesn't hurt you. If Lyons makes this and ties the game, different scenario.
Well, here's what I do.
Instinctively, I would have gone after him and not let him get that shot up. It would have been a foul. Not necessarily a hard enough foul for a flagrant 1, but it would have been a foul. He had to earn it.
Can Kraft do it again as he did last week versus Iowa State?
We're down to 9. The defense by Nick Johnson. We're down to 5, 4. Ross for the lead. Good! A cold-blooded 3.
And the officials are going to look at it to see if it's a 3. But let me just tell you this. That was an NBA 3. I don't know why they are going to the monitors, maybe to look at the time as the ball was going through the net. Maybe they'll award Arizona some more time. But how about the cold-bloodedness of LaQuinton Ross?
And that's the problem with doubling and having a guy like Ross back there. And you're right, the officials want to see the time that's left, to be fair about it. Obviously, he's behind the line, but Thad Matta doesn't like them going to the monitor because it stops play and it gives Sean Miller a timeout
100% right,
when he
Lance.
doesn't have one.
With no timeouts left, this is a free timeout for Sean Miller to draw up what we call a home run play. Now, we saw Bryce Drew knock this shot down years ago. In fact, our play-by-play, Mr. Astronaut himself, has a commercial about it. So there's similar plays out there.
This is a rule that has obviously begotten unforeseen consequences, unintended consequences. You just gave Arizona a timeout that they didn't have.
But look, what a shot by Ross. I mean, he's played fantastic. We were just talking about possibly one of the bonehead mistakes of him fouling Lyons.
2 seconds right now. Got to get it past the half court.
Yeah, but plenty of time.
Might be the old hook and ladder as you see guys are going to flare out. And today, the anniversary of Leighton's shot.
Hill, deflected by Smith. Ohio State's going to the Elite 8.
We talked about the anniversary of the Leighton shot. One thing that Ohio State recognized, you better put a man on the ball. Made that pass a lot harder.
Tell you what, great effort with Sean Miller not having any timeouts left. Really the last 5 or 6 minutes of this ball game, and finding a way to tie the ball game late.
LaQuinton Ross, the sophomore from Jackson, Mississippi, who didn't even play in the tournament a year ago, although he was on this team, scores 17, 14 in the second half, 14 points for the Buckeyes in the final 7 minutes and 59 seconds. For a second consecutive year, Ohio State will play for a regional final.